Hi, it's Becca, and welcome to your lower body and upper body focus workout on your Total Gym Encompass Reformer. You do not need the new Encompass Reformer for this workout. You can use your Black Elevate, your GTS, or maybe even one of the home consumer models. I am going to start our workout today on a level 15, so meet me there and let's hop on our board and get ready to move. We're going to start with lower body and then switch gears with upper body, and then I'm going to sprinkle in some core in there as well to give us a nice well-rounded workout. So go ahead and lay back. Make sure your feet are about a hip distance apart. The resistance is where you want it for today. It doesn't have to be at that level 15 if that doesn't feel like it's something that is welcoming for you today. So just get started. Find some movement, that opening and lowering of that glide board. Understand that the body positioning can affect the movement as well. So we want to be somewhere that allows us to have range of motion, but we want to be somewhere that is not harmful for our joints and our muscles. So I like to be pretty close to the edge of the glide board, but choose a position that feels challenging yet attainable for now. And we're going to be here for a little bit, so let's stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Holding it at the bottom, all I want you to do is pedal your feet right and left. So right heel lifts, left heel lifts. That glide board is staying stationary as I pedal those heels right and left for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, both heels down. Turn this into a march, keeping that glide board as steady as possible, keeping those hips as level as possible. You're pulling one knee into the chest at a time. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right knee up and in. We're going to straighten both legs. I'm extending that right foot over top of my squat stand and then coming back down. So moving into that single leg squat, bending and stretching both legs as you do this. Drive down through that supporting leg heel on that squat stand. Keep that back nice and flat on that glide board. We're getting right into it today. Good. We have 3, 2, 1. Place both feet down onto that squat stand. Take those arms. Give me a big inhale and exhale as you circle those arms down. Don't worry. I know we have another side to do. We'll get there. We're going to sprinkle in some upper body warm up and mobility as we still get the body warm. Good. Here's your last one. Bring those arms straight up to the sky. Make sure your tushy is on that glide board. We're going to roll up. And as you do that, you want to make sure your tush does not fall off the glide board. So tuck chin to chest, roll up, take your time. Make sure you don't slip off. Inhale, straighten that spine. Exhale, slowly tuck the pelvis, lower down one vertebrae at a time. Stop when those arms get to the sky. Inhale, lift, tuck chin to chest, roll up, stack spine. Exhale down, tuck pelvis, slowly lower down. Good. We have 3 more just like that, and we're back into those squats. Find that breath here. Bring awareness to how the body feels today. Is there anything creaky that you might need to spend a little extra time on? Is there anything that feels really good today? I like to take that assessment of my body as we get warm. That was your last one. You're going to slowly roll it all the way back down. Readjust your body positioning on that glide board. Make sure it's somewhere that feels challenging yet supportive. We are starting from the top. So coming back into those double leg squats. Feet are about a hip's distance apart. Feet are completely onto that squat stand at the bottom. Primarily digging through those heels as you come up. So we're not only activating the front side of the legs, but the back half as well. So I want those hamstrings lighting up. I want those glutes lighting up. And of course, those quads and inner thighs too. We have 4, 3, 2, holding it at the bottom on 1. Pedal those feet. You've got a heel lift, switch, and switch. Glide board stays super steady. You've been here before. You know the drill. 4, 3, 2, turn this into a march. So the heel is flat when it comes back down onto that squat stand. And we're just bringing one knee in at a time, keeping that glide board, again, as steady as possible as you move. Let's go. Couple more. 3, stay with me. 2, hold the left leg up. 1, straighten both legs. Lower both legs down. Straighten up and lower down. Find that inhale. Exhale. Notice as you straighten and bend, especially that supporting leg, make sure that knee isn't coming in towards the midline of the body or out. Okay, we want it to be right over the middle of that foot. Push down through that heel. 3, you got it. 2, last one right here. Good, holding at the top. Curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. We're going to keep them there. We're heading into some jumps. So I'm going to start with the low impact option first and then give you those jumps as a secondary option. Okay, so low impact option, I'm coming into my squat. You can join me here. As I straighten, I'm going into a heel lift. Okay, now you can stay right here if the jump is not in the cards for you today. If you're jumping, come with me. You're springing off that squat stand, stretching those legs up just a touch over the top of that squat stand, rolling down toe ball heel, nice and gently as you come down to the bottom. Good. Stay with me. If you are jumping, we're going to add a heel click. So those heels click in, they click in. Good. If you are coming up into that heel lift instead, you stay right there. We got about 10, 9, 8. You got this, team. 6, almost there. 5, 4, 3, last 2. Hold on the 1. Don't move. Glide board should not be touching at the bottom. Hold isometrically, freeze. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch all the way up. Woo! Nice job. Give me a few pedals with those legs straight. Catch your breath. Take a moment. How did those jumps feel? We got another round, but single legs this time, okay? So we're going to do a similar pattern. I'm going to start you off with a lower impact option. You're welcome to stay right there. Or if you want to give it a little more, if you're ready for something a little bit more challenging, then we're moving into that jump. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to keep that right arm down. I'm going to take my right knee up. My left hand's going to go behind my head. I'm just going to start with a twist with that upper body, bringing that left elbow towards my right knee. All right, so we're just here, no jump, little active recovery. We're catching our breath for a second. We're finding that twist with the upper body. We're prepping ourselves to put these movements together. Exhaling up, inhaling down. Let's go 3 more. 2. Now, I'm going to bend and stretch into that supporting leg. And as I stretch, I'm going to lift up on that toe. So my heel's lifting. If that option is something you want to take a little deeper, give me that jump. Spring off that supporting leg. Now, if you want, we're going to take it up even further. Add that twist that we were just doing. Hold that right leg steady. You got it. Almost there. 5, 4, big push and spring. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Shake it out. Take a little breather. All right, we ready for that second side? Right foot is going to stay on my squat stand this time. Left hand down, left knee up, right hand behind the head. Exhale, find that lift and twist. Good. Now, remember, right and left side can often be different. They can feel a little bit different. We can have different abilities. So take what you need from each side. Maybe the jump isn't an option on one and it is on the other. No worries. Just do what you can today. Find that challenge. Let's go 2 more. Last one. Now give me a few bend and lifts up on that ball of the foot. Good. Down and up. Find that heel lift. When you're ready, push and press off that supporting leg if you're moving into that jump. Left leg stays exactly where it is. Can we add that twist? Good. Right elbow to left knee. Spring off that squat stand. Beautiful work. I know this is challenging. Stay strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Shake those legs out. Okay, we're going to make our way up and off. Take your time. Grab a sip of water. Towel off. Feel free to pause if you need to. We're going to come on down to a level somewhere between an 8 and a 12. I'm going to be smack dab in the middle today on a 10. So go ahead and make those adjustments. We're also going to take that glide board, bringing it up to a flat perspective. Okay, so I want it parallel to the ground. Now on this one, I'm going to be facing away from the camera. My elbows are going to be down on that glide board towards the middle. I'm going to have one knee on the glide board, one foot on that squat stand. I'm going to be prone, head facing towards the tower, okay? So let's get into that together. If you need more time, please take it. So I'm going to take my right knee onto the glide board. I'm going to put my left foot onto that squat stand, and then my elbows just down onto that glide board as well. Okay, so all we're going to do is straighten that left leg out and then bend it back in. Now, I don't know if you thought you were out of those jumps or not, but I'm here to tell you that we're not out of the jumps yet, okay? Now, this jump can feel a little challenging because we don't have as much visibility, and we're really going to have to use that balance here. So if this movement right here is enough, I want you to stay right here. Okay, we only have 10 jumps. So if you are jumping, I want you to push off that squat stand, slowly come back down. And if you can, you're going to give that left leg a little lift, just a touch. Now, I like to look at my foot here to make sure it's coming back on that squat stand. You got 3, 2, and 1. Great job. All we're doing is switching sides. Let's shake it out for a moment. Take a breather. Pat yourself on the back. That's a really challenging move. You're crushing it. Woo! All right. Left leg is going to stay onto that glide board this time. Right foot is going to come onto that squat stand. Elbows down. Push into that right leg. Slowly come back down. Find that control. Good. Keep breathing. And remember, if this move is enough, you stay right here. If you want a little bit more, push and press off. Point that toe, gentle on the landing. Add that lift with that leg at the top. Just a little lift with that right leg. Last little bits with your lower body, and we're switching gears to upper. 5, 4, come on, 3, 2, last one, let's go. Good job. Shake it out. All right. Woo! Catch your breath. Woo! Good work. Nice job. I appreciate you going for that because that is not an easy round of work. Okay, we're coming down somewhere between a 4 and a 6. This will be our last adjustment for the day. So I'm going to bring myself down to a 4 today. I'm going to attach those hand pulleys. I'm bringing myself down to a 4 because I had to make sure this worked for our workout today. So I've already done this one time today. So 4 for me. You can be anywhere between a 4 and a 6. Take a look at your pull, your point of pull on your lat bars. I want them on the farthest down and the most outside, all right? So I want them all the way on the outside of those ears, all the way at the bottom, that lowest pinpoint that you can, okay? And that glide board is going to stay parallel to the ground. Now, we just had it on a level 10 parallel, so you're probably going to have to make some adjustments. So go ahead and find that point where it's still parallel. Now, I'm going to be working my right arm first, and we're going to be in a mermaid pose with the legs, okay? So, and actually, we're not going to be working that right arm first. Well, yeah, let's do right arm first. So we're going to come down. Make sure you anchor down. We only have one hand pulley. We're going to come into that mermaid. Mermaid just means I have one leg in front, one leg behind. For me, it's my left leg in front, right leg behind. I've got my right hand pulley in hand. And we're just going to start with a nice, easy curl, press, curl, reach to that tower. I've got a quick arm series for you. We're going to do about 10 reps of every single exercise. And then we will finish with a very quick core and upper body finisher, and you're out of here. Okay, just getting that feeling of the glide board moving laterally. You have one more here. Now we're going to come into a bicep serve the platter side, but we're going to do it with that left arm. So I want you to bring that hand pulley out to the side. My knuckles are facing towards that squat stand. I'm going to take that right arm, reach it towards your tower for balance. You're going to push and press out towards that squat stand and slowly lower, bend back in with control. Push and press out, lower back in. Sitting up nice and tall with that body. You've got energy coming out through the crown of the head. This is number 5, halfway there. And we're going right into a twist. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Rotate towards that tower. Knuckles towards the tower. Right arm goes to that side body. You're going to pull that left elbow towards that squat stand and twist and return. Twist. So I'm rotating through my torso. Okay, my shoulders are not doing this work. Yes, my left shoulder is going to be feeling the work, but I want that rotation and the drive of the movement to come from the center of your body, not those shoulders. 3, 2, last one. Great work. Catch your breath, and we're actually going to switch those legs around. So my right leg is forward, my left leg is back, right elbow comes down, and I'm going to bend that left elbow over top. Knuckles are right over top of my forehead. I'm facing towards the side of my space. I'm going to push into the heel of my hand, stretch that arm up overhead, slowly lower down. I got to push and press and slowly lower. Core is strong. I'm nice and lengthened through that upper body. This is your tricep extension. Push and press. You could also be feeling this in your lats here. I did pull-ups yesterday, so I'm definitely feeling it in my lats. Great work. We have 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Good job. Shake it out. You can let that pulley go once you get down to the bottom towards that squat stand, and we're just going to turn it around and do that other side. Make sure that point of pull on this side as well, since we only used one arm pulley that time, is on the farthest outside, the lowest it can go towards the bottom, and let's turn ourselves around to the opposite side. Okay, grabbing onto that hand pulley, let's come on down. We're going to bring that right knee up this time, left leg back. I'm going to start with that left hand on that hand pulley this time, just to get warm. I'm going to take it up and over into that bicep curl and reach. Pressing up and over, you can come into that side lean, push and lift up. Making sure this movement is smooth, focusing on that concentric and eccentric movement, controlling on the way up and controlling on the way down. Here's your last 2. Last one. Awesome. Bicep serve the platter side. Taking that right hand onto that hand pulley. Taking that left hand out towards that tower. Taking those knuckles towards that squat stand, bending in. Push and press, bend in. Sitting up tall. You got this. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Nice long spine. Remember why you showed up today. I know it's a good reason. 3, 2, 1. Right into that twist. So that left arm's going to go to your side. Your shoulders face that tower. Bend that right elbow up towards that squat stand. Left hand goes to that tower. Rotate and return. I don't know about you, but this one just feels good in the body. I love that feeling of that spinal twist built in with some core work and some upper body. By the way, if you're feeling work in the arm that's extended out, the one that's not on the hand pulleys, you're not doing it wrong. That is just the nature of that isometric hold. 3, 2, 1. Reset, shake it out. We're swapping those legs, keeping that right hand on that hand pulley. I've got my left leg forward, my right leg back. Knuckles facing towards my forehead, palm kind of facing towards the side. Left elbow down on that glide board. Extend through that top elbow, right side, and lower. Good. Keep breathing. Last exercise here. We'll head into our core finisher. No changes on that equipment or resistance. We keep it somewhere between a 4 and a 6. 5, 4, 3, last 2. All right, shake it out. Let that glide board come to the bottom. Safely come on off. We're going to grab both hand pulleys. You can leave that point of pull exactly where it is. I'll give you the option today of leaving that glide board in a parallel position or taking it down. It's completely up to you. I've got that extra large glide board, so I'm going to come into the middle and kind of scooch myself back. Get onto the glide board safely and securely. Make sure your hair is not in the way. We're going to come all the way down, laying on our back. Feet, knees are going to be bent. Feet are going to be on top of that glide board. We're relaxing that head, neck, and shoulders down for a moment. And I promised a quick core finisher, so we will do that today. As soon as you get there, come into that curl and lift. Arms are just coming up overhead. You've got options here. If you want to keep those heels down, you absolutely can. I'm going to bring mine up into a tabletop just to challenge that core a little bit more. If your glide board is in that incline position, do me a favor, make sure that that lower back is pushing into it. Same thing if your glide board is flat, it's just a little easier for us to cheat it if that glide board's in that incline. Let's go 2 more right here. Last one. All right, we got 20 reps and we're done. So bring both hands down. That left arm is going to come up overhead and then it's going to come across towards that right. You can either leave your head, neck, and shoulders lowered or you can lift them up. We got 10 on one side, 10 on the other. 6, 5. You got this. 4, 3, 2 more. Heading right into that opposite side. Bring that left hand down. Right arm overhead. Swap it out. Cross that midline. Come up and over. Do not let those hips swing over to the side. Push down through the heel of the hand. Almost there. 6, 5, 4. This is it, team. 3. Last 2. Let's go. 1 more. And we did it. Take a little reset. Come on up with me when you're ready. We'll drop those hand pulleys nice and easy down. Bring ourselves to the bottom. And we'll just close class together. Have a seat on that glide board in a comfortable position. If you have time, give yourself some additional time to recover and stretch. I'm going to leave you today with one final deep breath. Inhaling those arms all the way up, down through heart center, giving yourself gratitude for showing up for you today. Awesome job. Thank you so much for moving with me today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you next time.